Hey Virgo, you are the last reading I'm going to do before I go out and be a normal person. So I recorded a quick message on my Instagram page, Nicole Black, about why I'm doing the reading today and all the cosmic energy. So go check that out and then come and watch this. Ooh, your reading. This is a good year for Virgo. I must say that I'm watching so many Virgos level up professionally and really put yourself out in the world and put out services and businesses and products and even expressions from yourself that improves the lives for so many, and it's just so in line with who you are. And I'm just so, I love seeing it. I'm just like, look at us. Like, so congrats to everyone who's stepping up into their energy and love and compassion, for those of you who are still working towards that. The first card that we have is the Two of Cups, straight out of the gate. Virgo, I've been reading publicly in this time in terms of doing online readings for a few years now, and I feel like I've often said that Virgo feels, when is it my time to do this? Like, when is it my time to experience reciprocal partnership? When is it my time to feel loved and supported and to do the home nesty things that match my work devotion and my duty bound service? And for some of you Virgos watching this, obviously you're already in partnerships, but a lot of you aren't. Or you're in partnerships that are not the ones for you, and you know it. They don't feel emotionally sustaining or supportive. And so this is really a card about requited love, Virgo. This is, a lot of you have been through kind of patterns of either giving or feeling left out emotionally, left out in the cold, but this is not that. This season, this doorway, this equinox season is seeding a whole new dynamic for you, and it has everything to do with love and connection and partnership. And I mean that not just in terms of like soul family love and, you know, like all the good things that we can feel loving gratitude. No, I mean loving partnerships, intimate romantic relationships. Spirit really wants to bring those things into your life right now, and your work is to open up to it with your clarifier, which is the Sun card here, with hope, faith and optimism. You need to believe, you need to receive this blessing internally, Virgo, which requires you to overcome some of your disappointment, doubt, pessimism, and embrace the optimism of knowing that this is growing. Like the sun causes life to grow. This is growing in your life right now and shining in a way that says that you're ready to receive the kind of love that's coming towards you. And it is, I promise you, coming towards you. For those of you who are doing the inner work and are ready for it, and even those of you who aren't, to be honest, like, the love that will come to you will just be another way of helping you heal and open up to more love. So ultimately, wherever you are, love is meeting you there to help you level up in your experiences of love. And Virgo, you deserve it. You deserve it. I deserve it. I'm Virgo, sun and moon, for those who don't know. We deserve it, and we're getting it, okay? You also have, listen, I have said this and I've shuffled the cards well. This is for Five of Wands. I think every single reading today has had this card come out. It's the energy of the current moment. For you, the message is a little different though. The Five of Wands here is just about where you're putting your efforts right now. And it's almost like I feel like you're putting things down, or you're laying frameworks down, or you're putting things in place and you're picking them back up again, because you are that kind of sign, you know. You're looking for to make something run the best way it can, or you're looking for it to be super efficient. Sometimes you're looking for perfection, but you're always kind of like toying with something, trying to get it right. And I feel here with this energy that you're part of the battle of the fire sign season for you, this Aries season, is that you have strong purpose and intention and things that you want to do, but you're struggling with some of the hows, you know. And it's not that you're not getting it done, you're just not sure you're getting it done in the best way, and you want it to be efficient, you want to do things properly. And this is the clarifier here, the Four of Pentacles. It's really the confirmation of what I'm saying. Like, some things are growing and some things you cut whilst they're growing. And so the message for you, Virgo, is to let things grow, okay? Like, you sometimes stop prematurely, or you tinker with things. Like, it's like opening the oven before the cake's like properly risen. Like, Spirit's like, look, stop fussing with what you're building. You're creating new foundations, like particularly wealth, abundance, business, economy, entrepreneurship, franchise. This can be in a job that you go to, like learning skills. You are doing well, but you fuss with it because you judge yourself incorrectly. And Spirit's like, you're messing with the growth process. Can you just let the cake rise? Just let things happen. And don't feel the need to take everything apart and put it back together again so it can look and feel better. Now, you also have the Five of Pentacles here. This actually feels quite positive here, Virgo. This is you having something to offer because you've worked on yourself, because you're really focusing on yourself, on your self-worth, on your work, on your stability. But the problem here is sometimes you offer this over other things, right? So you offer what you know you're good at, which is your work, you know, your mental faculties. Your sign is retrograde right now, which interestingly, that energy hasn't come out very strongly here. So you seem to be doing okay with this retrograde. But with this Five of Pentacles here, it's like sometimes you give this when you could give something else, which would be time or affection. Do you know what I mean? Like, you don't always give your resource and your work, Virgo. Find other ways to give from other places. Now, the Five of Pentacles traditionally can also be like material and financial worries. So this card can also be looking at your hand and seeing what you have, right? Like, do I have enough? How long is this going to last for? Will these resources run out? Will this opportunity run out? Will this money run out? Your clarifier is the Four of Swords, and it's literally saying that your thinking is separating you from your element right now. Here's the earth, here's the ground, and you're not grounded, you're not touching base, you're not working with your primary element, your abundance, because of the thoughts that you're having. Mental mastery, and I said this to you last month on my Instagram page, I think anyway, one of these months. Mastering your mind, Virgo, your mercurial, your Mercury ruled. It is everything. You need to tap into your thought processes and hack them so that you're not constantly separating yourself from the process. So you're cutting away at your work, you're cutting at yourself, you're constantly creating separation in this very smooth process that Spirit is putting together. So you need to work on that. You have the Six of Cups here. This can be nostalgia. There's like a 10-minute max on the IG story, so I'm going to be honest, so I almost started rushing, but it's okay. I will pause and record a second part of the video. I won't rush this part of the message. Six of Cups here is saying you're feeling a desire to open yourself up, a desire to receive love, and you're thinking, however, look at all the cups that she's got on her back. This is a card about, for you here, it's like carrying a lot, okay? This is a card, Six of Cups speaks to the nostalgia in the past. You're carrying a lot of like the old emotions and things that you've already experienced and things that you went through previously. You need to release some of that. I'm going to pause and you need to release it. And it's interesting because the water sign symbol here is right here on her dress, and it is making me think of sacral chakra, sexual energy. So a lot of you have old energy, right? Because it's two messages. Some of you have been abstaining sexually, and part of that abstinence has been a sealing of your old emotional energy. So things that you picked up through sexual relationships, wounding, disappointment. Because you've stopped having sex, it's almost like you've disconnected yourself from those feelings in order to heal, but you didn't realize that you never actually emptied those cups, and so you're still carrying them with you. You might not be consciously holding them in front of you, but they're on your back. In this month, you need to release it. You need to let that go. I'm going to ask for some clarity on how. The other message, is there another message? I said there were 2 messages, but I got so deep into that one, I forgot the second one. Spirit will bring it back to me if necessary. But you are being a bit of an emotional cups lady. Okay, yes, the message was about those of you who are abstaining and those of you who aren't. So some of you aren't abstaining. So those of you who are abstaining, some of you are doing it for the purpose of healing. Those of you who are in sexual relationships right now, they are stimulating, or they're running into the blockage of old emotional stuff. So you too need to figure out how to alchemize some of this old emotional energy. I'm going to ask Spirit how. Just give me a second. What's the advice for Virgo? Sorry for the loud shuffling. Okay. Ooh, we haven't had this card. Good Lord. It's a lot. You have your own card, which is the Queen of Pentacles. You need to release your beliefs about who you were when you went through those things, and what you didn't do, or what you didn't understand, or how you behaved. Like, you are now in a different place in your life where you've stepped up into your power and you're capable of making different choices. And you need to release your judging yourself by old standards. And release the story and the commitment you have to what you went through. Just stop telling that story, okay? And I mean literally stop telling it, to be honest. This won't apply to all of you. Some of you need you're healing through communication, but I feel for a lot of you, you're still telling stories about things that happened to you like 10 years ago or whatever. Like, let it go. So much. You have other reference points. You have other stories. Even if it's for the purpose of healing, you have other points that can give the same message about healing. Stop bringing up really old shit that happened to you. Just stop it. Just let it go. Let that, put it to rest, Virgo. Now, the other card that you've got here is this 6 of Wands card, and it is really powerful. What I feel, Virgo, from this card, you're struggling to surrender to your, let's call them more primal or basic instincts, okay? See how this figure's in the ground, almost hand quite close to the sexual organs. There's like a hand out. The message here, Virgo, is that you see your primal emotion, your primal sexual desires, that non-mercurial part of yourself is something to be tamed or suppressed or pushed down, as is happening here. Like, you're forcing this version of yourself to your needs. You're actually breaking yourself, is what I feel here, Virgo. And you need to let those emotions, you need to not let the old emotions flow, but you need to restore the emotional connection. You need to restore that bridge of feeling. Stop repressing your feelings is the message. Stop feeling like you feel too much, or like your emotions should be compartmentalized. Your sexual desires should be compartmentalized. Your passions, your impulses. You need to get them back. You need to turn them back on. You need to bring them back online, because for the partnerships and connections that you want, need and desire, they require that energy. And I don't know, maybe you don't know, maybe it's news to you, but let me be the one to tell you, you cannot just switch that on and off like the light when you go into a room. You have to practice mastering those feelings, channeling those feelings, and being in those feelings and surrendering to those feelings. If you're afraid of your emotions, if you're afraid of your sexual power, if you're afraid of your creative power, if you're afraid of your impulses, then when it's time to channel and connect in those energies, you don't just suddenly lose that fear and go, great, fantastic, I'll do it. If you're afraid of feeling, you don't suddenly get faced with a loving relationship and go, great, I'll feel, I'll open myself. No, you go, panic, 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 I can't. So you need to restore and raise up this version of yourself so that she can function in the ways that you need her to. Okay, so these are the two kind of messages. You have grown and you have healed, and you need to bring home your fire element within yourself. Now, the last card that is a clarifier on this Six of Cups, which is your desire for love and connection. Your cup is open. This is good. You're receptive. You're magnetic right now. This is good energy to be in. You should have an open cup if you're going to receive this. So good. Is the Ace of Pentacles. New beginnings, new foundations, a whole new framework. This for me feels like planting a new tree. Okay, so if you've always been eating pear trees, you're planting, I don't know, an apple one. Like, things will be different going forward. You're setting a new structure and paradigm in motion, and it's important that you recognize that, validate that, and honor that. Okay. Oh, Virgo, I love you. We're gonna do well at this, okay? We're gonna get this right. I'm gonna watch this reading several times for myself. If you want a one-to-one with me, if you need more help and support, I know Virgos really tend to vibe with my messages. NicoleBlack.com/shop. That's NICHOLE. And I am wearing the t-shirt for my astrology themed lifestyle magazine, Mango. This is the March issue. I love this. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that I've talked about this scene so much. It's 40+ pages. It is so dope. It's got a short story in it that I've written with an illustration by Getty. Hopefully you can hear me with me covering my mouth like that. It's got new moon messages, it's got money scopes, it's got recipes, it's got a deep dive into the energy of the season. Like, there's so much in here to enjoy, and you can get it in either print or digital version. So you can get that on my website, NicoleBlack.com/shop. I would love it if you supported, and thank you to all the Virgos who have already reached out and connected with me and support that work. I will see you soon, Virgo. Love you, love you, love you.